Hi everyone, Nikki Fraser here from Amena at Sudan, and today I'm going to show you how to make some bath bombs. So these are just nice little mini bath bombs. So what you're going to need to start off with is a nice bowl. And going to start with half of a cup of baking soda. So I'll pour this out. Half of a cup. Here we go. Quarter cup of Epsom salts. So just any Epsom salts that you have. I really like having the Epsom salts in it because it does add the magnesium to it, which is always nice to help. Quarter cup Epsom salts. And then a quarter cup of cornstarch. And a quarter cup of citric acid. This is the citric acid that I have. And this you can get at, I get it at Candor Soaps in London, Ontario. You can find it at any kind of soap making store or anything like that. So a quarter cup of that. And then I whisk it all together, kind of just like when you're baking. It's always good to kind of mix your dry ingredients first. And then I found, through trial and error, that the key is actually having a little spray bottle. And to the spray bottle, I will add 3 teaspoons of carrier oil. So you can use fractionated coconut oil, you can use jojoba oil, you can use sweet almond oil, you can use mineral oil. There's a lot of different oils that you can use. I'm actually going to use olive oil just because it is a lot more what's the word I'm looking for? It's really good for the skin to help keeping it smooth. And usually I'm not quite this messy, but so that's 2 teaspoons and 3 teaspoons. And then 1 tablespoon of water. That I add to that. And then I also add my essential oils to the spray bottle. So today what I'm going to use is Serenity Blend. It is a really nice calming blend, which is what you're looking for when you're taking a bath. So I've got my Serenity Blend in my nice pouch here. So I'm just going to add 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. I'd probably actually 15 to 20. 20 is a little bit on the high side, but it's going into a big tub of water at least, so it's a little. You don't have to be quite as precise. But it's still always good to keep dilutions in check. So now you want to shake and spray it in. And now what happened was when I didn't spray it in, when I just kind of slowly dumped it in and stirred quickly, it just kept growing and growing and growing and growing. So I find if I spray it in, and it does take a while, just to start with, it kind of moistens up all the powder, and it doesn't activate the citric acid as much with the baking soda. So I just kind of really moisten it And it does take a little bit longer this way, unfortunately, but it's worth it in the long run. Now that I have kind of a little bit of it all over, I kind of just dump in a little tiny bit at a time and then whisk, 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 whisk. Because you don't want to activate the citric acid, right? The other thing also that's really good to do is if you wanted to add some dry flowers. So if you even had some tea, some loose leaf tea that you really enjoyed, or something like some loose leaf lavender, you could add that to it, and then it just kind of makes for a nice thing to have in the bath also. Now this one's I'm doing for my kids, so I'm not putting any kind of loose leaves in it. They wouldn't enjoy it, that's for sure. Just a little bit more. And the key is also to stir quickly, right? You really don't want everything to start fizzing away. And you kind of want it texture of where when you squeeze it, it sticks in place. So this is almost getting there. Just the last little amount left. So now, just to show you guys, I know the lighting isn't horrible, it's a very cloudy day, but so I can kind of pick it up and almost make a nice little ball with it type thing. It just kind of lightly crumbles. So now I have my bath bomb molds. There's the top and the bottom. If I can pick it up. There you go. So I will fill both sides up. So I just kind of scoop it, I pack it in, and brush off all the excess, and make sure it's packed up to the top. And then do the same with the other half. Again, making sure that you don't have any of the excess around it. And then what's really fun, especially if you're making it for kids, now I don't have any, but you can go to the dollar store and get, you know, those little, almost looks like a little pill, and when you put it in water, like a big dinosaur or a big animal, foam animal comes out, you could actually press one of those into here. And just for that added fun for the kids, when they put it in the water, it not only fizzes and all of that, but then they have a nice little foam animal to play with while in the bath. So you really want to make sure that it's high enough on both sides so that when you put it together, and then you just kind of twist it together, that they're sticking. So then, let's see, I need just a little bit more. You just twist and twist and twist. And there we go. And then what I sometimes like to do is put an elastic around it, and then you just let it sit like this for about 24 hours and it'll dry up. And then when you open it up, you'll have a nice bath bomb. So these are the smaller sizes. And just to kind of, this is one that I didn't have quite enough left for a full one. And so when you put it in, it will, this one's pretty old and was kind of at the end, but it's starting to fizz up. So I hope everyone enjoys making their own bath bombs, and have a nice and relaxing night. Check out my other videos. Find me on Facebook at, I've got a Facebook group, Maman Naturelle. See, here you go. Now it's really fizzing away. And if you're interested in learning more about essential oils, come check me out. Talk to you later. Bye.